All right, everyone. Last up and next up, we have Jose Tormos. He's known around the world as FX MVP. He's a very close friend of mine, someone I seek when I look for trading advice. His technical abilities are almost second to none, and I personally love watching him trade and learning from him as much as I possibly can. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I'd like to bring to you FX MVP.
All right, folks, I appreciate that. Give me one moment to transition my screen here. I appreciate everyone's time here, as always, as we are here to remember one thing. Time is precious, and I know everybody here has a reason for being here. But, folks, I'll tell you this much right now. My name, again, like JB just mentioned, James Bishop. That's why I call him JB, one of my good buddies here. He's here to help everyone understand that this market is all about logic, right? And so far, you've met some very insightful and helpful people here at this presentation. And I've heard some terrific opportunities from people who may have the same type of education you have, background that you have, or may have not known anything in the past and now want to start trading full-time and want to teach you how to do that. But, folks, what I want to do here is tell you one thing. Yes or no? Are you here to learn new strategies that can help you achieve a superior financial lifestyle? Yes or no? Is this something that you would like to make perhaps a secondary form of income or a full-time income at trading these financial markets? No matter what markets they are, because a chart is a chart is a chart. Well, you see, ladies and gentlemen, my goal here this afternoon is to show you an overview of the Forex education we offer that has taught me how to be a professional trader. I want to show you a couple of Forex trading strategies, demonstrate some Forex trading tools and systems for you, and ultimately hope to give you an overall proper expectation of what you can expect as a Forex investor. Now, again, you're about to discover the power that the Forex market can hold for you. And I want everyone to know that I take that very sacred because me and my family do it. I know you can do it as well. And I'd like to welcome all of the first-time attendees. If this is a time of you to learn how this works, fantastic. I hope everybody here is having a great time so far. But for those of you who are first-time attendees to this presentation, remember one thing. Take notes, jot down questions you may have, and this will allow our team the opportunity to contact you right away if you have anything that you need answered. Because at this point in time, this is something that you need in your life, and we want to help you. And you know what? At this point in time, I'd like to share with you a couple of questions. As a matter of fact, how many of you would like to share with me your story, why you're here, what you want to take away from this opportunity? Go ahead and take a few moments right now to kind of jot down why you're here with me today. What's the first thing that comes to your mind so I can get a feel for the room before we get started? That'd be fantastic. And as we're getting those things underway, such as Jim saying day trading here, fantastic. As we're getting these things underway, how many of you today would want me to share with you how you can start making more money right now? How many of you would want me to share with you a time-tested way of trading that can help you retire or look to start retiring in the next 12 months? As a matter of fact, how many of you would like for me to share with you today an easy-to-follow blueprint that helped us create successful traders by the masses and is also helping people just like you achieve financial freedom in the comfort of their own homes or in their own work offices? You see, there's no such thing as a stupid question. And I want everyone here to remember, we've got a lot of different people from a lot of different parts of the world, and everyone here is here for a different reason. But let me go ahead and break down some knowledge for you, set a foundation before we get started in the live market, because I will go to the live market. Even though the markets are closed today, I want to show you some strategies in the live charts. Some of you may be thinking, what is the Forex market? Well, the Forex market is the largest financial market with almost limitless amounts of liquidity, which really means it's a market of limitless financial opportunity. In fact, what the Forex market means to me is that it is the easiest, most predictable, and safest way to invest. Let's take a look at this chart here that compares the daily average volume across 4 major markets. The Forex market has an average daily trading volume of over $5 trillion. So to put that into perspective here, the U.S. debt ceiling is currently at over $15 trillion. Now imagine this. Imagine taking the next 3 days of Forex trading volume, collecting all of the money exchanged from the daily volume, and using that to pay the debt ceiling. We would wipe out the entire debt in less than a week if we did that. That is the power of this Forex market. In fact, let's add up the other 3 major markets where I'm sure some of you may have some money invested in, such as your life savings, your rainy day funds, your pensions. Let's add them up. You see, those add up to less than 1% of the volume traded in one single day in the Forex market. So that's the power. But why trade the Forex market, you might be asking yourself. Well, here's the deal. It is traded by some of the world's top investors like Warren Buffett and George Soros. How many of you have heard of these gentlemen here? Type in a Y or a yes in the question section if you have. I hope so. You see, these are some of the richest men on the planet. Now, I believe in modeling. And no, not the type of model that walks the runway, but the ones who learn from others. And since the top investors in the world trade the Forex market, shouldn't we? Another reason that I love the Forex market, folks, is that it is open 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week, and I can trade it virtually anywhere in the world as long as I have internet connection and a computer or a smartphone, smart tablet. For example, I place a few trades. I've been guilty, just like a few of you here may be guilty as well, of having that romantic walk late night to the refrigerator. For me personally, I usually grab a cookie or two with some nice warm milk, and I can check my trades on my smartphone, right? But let me ask a quick question, everyone. Don't tell my wife that I do that. I blame it on the dog. How many of you work from 9 to 5 daily? How many of you have a full-time job where you work 9 to 5 daily? All right? There's a ton of you here with this schedule. Well, take this for example. The U.S. stock market opens up at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time and closes at 4 p.m. Now, John, stay with me because what we can easily see here is that many of you are missing out on opportunities to build a retirement nest egg simply based on timing. Now, imagine this. Imagine coming home from work and placing a few trades that can eventually replace your income. How many of you would be interested in that? Great. This is why I wanted to set a ground foundation before I go live into the market. So who am I and why should you listen to me? Well, let me explain to you why I'm the authority on Forex investing, and I'm here with you here today as not just the last presenter, but the main event, the person that wants to get you what you want fast. I have trained thousands of traders just like you folks, and I'm an MTI product expert. MTI stands for Market Traders Institute. Now, based on what Market Traders Institute has taught me, I've trained thousands of Forex investors. And I've turned, last month, in the month of May, I was able to turn an investment of $16,000 and generated over $41,000 of profit in the month of May alone for one currency pair that I'll be showing you here today on my chart. How many of you would like to see exactly how I did that so you can see that you can do this as well? Anybody like to see how I did it? Because I know the phrase says, what have you done for me lately? Or I have to see it to believe it. Well, I'm going to show you on the live chart there. Now, again, the market is closed, right? The market's closed on the weekend. But that doesn't mean the charts don't work. That doesn't mean we can't go back and see how this worked out here in the month of May. And you see, with that type of success, I've made thousands of Forex investments. I've been a published author, international speaker, and most importantly, I trade full-time with full-time income. I do this every day. And I teach clients how to do this as well. That's who I am and why you should listen to me. But folks, what I want to do is also share with you, I'm not the only one benefiting from this. Let's take a look at one of my fellow MTI master traders, Joshua Martinez, who when started with MTI as a student, he opened up his trading account with only $500. And when he began, he was only trading $20 at a time, winning $5 to $7 in trades. And when he lost $3 to $4 at a time. But he stuck with it. And folks, they taught him how to reinvest his money to compound it, which allowed him to have the skill to turn that into daily returns, as you can see, of $4,000 to $5,000 in profits. Now, he was withdrawing $10,000 at a time, And what once took him 6 months, working 5.5 days a week, he was able to do in a single day. Now, how many of you would like to learn this skill? Type in a yes or a yes, if you would. Great. Now, I promise you, folks, if he can learn how to do this, you can learn how to do this. Now, here's a look at Josh's rise to Forex prominence here via a third-party verification site called MyFXBook. He was able to gain over a 4,500% return on his investment. How can you do this too? It's called education. It's a steady increase in profits. Now, I'll tell you this right now. How many of you, and I don't want to call anybody out, but how many of you suffer from what's called the yo-yo trading account effect? The yo-yo account means sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes you're sideways. Then you're up, then you're down, you're sideways. You're not really doing anything that's benefiting you long term. It's called a yo-yo account effect. Now, I would like to teach you today a little skill that can help you turn that around and give you a steady incline of profits instead of that yo-yo account. Because every year we need to look back and make sure we're able to profit instead of looking back and saying I didn't do anything this year that benefited me. It was just a break-even year. We don't need that. We need results. And here's results from our Forex mastermind, Joshua Martinez. He was able to generate in April, trading in 1 day alone, he made $8,800 in 1 day trading this market. These are live results from a live account from Joshua Martinez. Now, folks, if you want to learn this skill, I'll teach you. Not a problem. Here in the background, I want to ask a question before I show you this. Who wants to go live to the charts right now? Type in a Y or a yes if you're ready to go live to the charts. Wonderful. We can do this. But, folks, take a look at the background of that picture behind me there. That's a picture of the actual account that I traded here in the month of May. And you can see the very first currency here on May 6th that I entered was for the Euro-Canadian currency. I sold it at a price of 151.87. I made 448 pips for the month. I made $41,000 in the month of May alone with that currency pair. How many of you want to see how I did this so that you can see if professional trading is for you? Let me know. Who's ready? Guys, I have 233 people in attendance with me right now, and I'm really only getting about 6 or 7 responses at a time from the same people. Does that mean everybody's falling asleep with what's been going on the past couple of hours? It's time to wake up. Let's get this done together, folks. Let's go to the live market, because remember, I want to hold you accountable. Why? I don't want to push you, right? I don't want to push you, but I want to hold you accountable, because what they say is this. They say that to hold the class, or to hold the title world-class performer at anything, you need to be held accountable. You need to be pushed towards success by a mentor, a coach, a parent, a guardian, right? The fact of the matter is, I want to do that for you. I want our company to do that for you. But you have to remember, if we're going to do that for you, you have to be okay with performing, because that's the name of the game. Now, here's the currency, Euro-Canadian, as you can see on my chart. What I want to do is I want to show you exactly what I did to make that much profit in this type of arena. Now, Morgan says, Jose, you look like you are 18 years old. And that is what they think. Morgan, you know what? Let me ask a question, guys. Do I look like I'm 18 years old right here? If I look like I'm 18 years old, then I must be taking real good care of myself. I turn 34 in next week, just so you know. I'll be turning 34 years old next week, celebrating my birthday with my daughter and my wife and my son out in Palm Beach. We actually have, my daughter was born on my birthday as well. She's going to be 1 year old. So it's going to be a great, great week. Father's Day weekend, my birthday, June 17th. So I turned 34 years old. But hey, if I can age like Sean Connery, I don't complain. Let's go to it. Now again, here's the deal. Everybody, you have to understand how this market works in order for you to make profits. Now, why do I say that? I say that because you have to have a plan of attack. Can we agree on one thing? If you don't have an opinion of which way the market's going to move, then any trading strategy that you buy, any trading strategy that you're about to use, it's pretty much worthless because you're really just guessing. Would you agree on that? If you don't have an opinion of which way the market's going to move, you're pretty much just guessing, and you still have a huge high percentage chance of losing on that trade setup if you do it. Right? So here's how it works. What we want to do is we want to show you how the larger time frames control the smaller time frames. Now what I have open right here is my weekly chart. Okay? And I want to tile these charts together to make sure that I have this all in proper sequence. So here's how I'm going to do it. The largest chart I look at is the weekly time frame right here on the top left-hand side. Right below it is a daily chart, letting me know what the daily time frame is doing. Then I'm going to go into a 4-hour chart, and then I'm going to go into a 2-hour chart. This is a 60-minute chart, but a 2-hour chart is what I normally trade off of. 120 chart right here. Okay? So my analysis right here on my weekly time frame is sharing this opportunity. Can we agree this market was going up here? Yes or no? Since 2013, this market's been making higher highs going up. Now here's the deal. Jim says if you don't have a plan, then any road will get you there, right? Absolutely not. You can take the wrong road and be in huge trouble. Education. There's a reason why 90% of people fail in these markets and 10% succeed like me, because I'm educated. Let's educate you here today. This market was going up, right? Well, when the market goes up, look what happens. We draw what's called a trend line across the candles. Now, when this market's going up, are we still going up, or have we now begun a down wave movement? Can everybody see how this market's starting to go down? It's waving down, waving up, waving down. Can everybody see that down wave movement there? Now, the reason why this is so important is because this is a weekly time frame. That means for every week that passes, there's one candle. So you have plenty of time to analyze this, okay? Plenty of time. So as this market is breaking the line and falling, I want to show you something called a powerful Fibonacci tool, because these markets move in waves. You might say, what kind of waves are you talking about, Jose? Look at this. When the market's going up, it moves in waves. It waves up, waves down, waves up, waves down, waves up, waves down. Can we agree this market moves in waves? And then when it goes down, it moves in down waves, right? Can everybody see the wave movement? Type in a Y or a yes if you see the wave movement. All right, now these wave movements, we like to call them A, B, C, D wave movements. So as you can see here, this market was waving down, right? So we're going to go ahead and put on our A, B, C, D waves here. Let me go ahead and increase the font for everybody to see, because if you have astigmatism like me, you want to have the best view possible. A, B, C to D. Now everybody can spatially see A, B, C, D, right? Now we're going to take what's called the powerful Fibonacci tool, and I'm going to spread that Fibonacci tool from my A to my B. Has everyone here heard of or is familiar with the Fibonacci tool? Yes or no? Okay. Now what the Fibonacci tool does is it measures the waves, and it can give you an anticipation of how far the market's going to extend in the wave movement. So, for example, I'll draw a Fibonacci tool here to the right side on the blank screen. If I go ahead and spread my Fibonacci tool just like this, right? Let me go ahead and draw a little bit further across. What you're noticing is that if this was my A here, and this was my B right here, the market moves in waves. Just like it's waving down here, when it waves back up, it's going to reach what's called a Fibonacci retracement level. That's what these levels are in here. So the market waved down, and it waved back up here. Now, why is that important to us? Because wherever the market decides to U-turn and fall or give us our entry, we need to see where the Fibonacci retracement level was that it U-turned at. And then when we have an entry, we'll know that the extension point that matches the color here is going to be our exit. So for example, this market here U-turned at this red 5.0 Fibonacci level. If this market's going to fall to its extension levels and they're color coordinated together, which one do you believe we'd exit our trade at? Would we exit at the green color, the blue color, or would we exit at the red color? Where do you believe we should exit this trade if they're color-coded together as a team, a buddy system? Now I'm about to give you the answer, and For those of you who get it right, congratulations. For those of you who get it wrong, that's why I'm here today to share this information with you. This market U-turn at the red 50 level. So our exit is going to be at the red Fibonacci level, because in this market, red goes to red, blue goes to blue, green goes to green. That's why I drew this on the right-hand side. If this market U-turns at a red level and falls, we're exiting at the red levels. If this market U-turns at the blue, then we will exit our trade at the blue levels to be conservative. And if it U-turns at the green, we will then exit our trade at the green. Keeping it simple in an A, B, C to D wave movement. So why is this important to us right now on this time frame, this weekly time frame? Well, it's important because this is how we make money. This is how we anticipate where the market's going to go. Everything that you make as far as a system is man-made. And systems that are man-made are able to what's be called prone to error, human error, right? But when you trade the market's candle formations and the Fibonacci's, those are both leading indicators which help you take advantage of the markets before the markets take advantage of you. Now, would you agree this market, U-turning at the red levels, has begun to head towards our target of the red Fibonacci extension here? Yes or no? Would you agree it's going in the direction of that extension? Have we struck that target yet? Yes or no? No, right? Because this market moves in waves. It waved up, it waved down. Now that it's waving back up, we're waiting for the market to U-turn and fall back down. So what I'm going to do is take this information, and I'm going to say, since my target has not been hit yet, okay, I'm going to draw a line there. This is a large time frames extension at 146.44. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to take this target that has not been hit, and I'm going to right-click on it and hit the word link. What will that do for me? When I click on link, now my target from that larger time frame is visible on all of my smaller charts. Visible on all my smaller charts. Visible. So I have an active beacon of light to trade towards. I'm not guessing which way the market's going. I have a plan of attack, and I'm going to start placing my trades in that direction. Now, here's the thing. You have to have a mantra when you trade. And my mantra goes like this. I will educate myself on how the market works. I will learn how to find and place a trade. I will create a trading plan and trade my plan. I will trade with equity management. I will not chase the market emotionally. I will decide to be a day trader or overnight trader. I will be patient, and I will never trade without a protective stop loss. So now that I have my information on the weekly, let's go down to the daily chart, which is next. And watch this here. This is the target, but how do I analyze the market to the live target? Well, you can see that the markets move in waves. And folks, did this market break this trend line going to the north right here? Yes or no? And did the market start to fall in a wave movement here? Yes or no? Yes, it did. So now I'm going to draw what's called a downtrend line across all the highs of the candles. As long as the market stays below my downtrend line, I am confidently, quickly, and consistently making bearish profits selling the market because I have a plan of attack. I'm not guessing anymore. Guessing, okay, is for people in the carnivals. I'm not in the business of guessing. I'm in the business of making money, okay? You don't have to be a millionaire to be rich, okay? You don't have to be a millionaire to make a superior financial lifestyle, but you have to be accurate and consistent with your analysis and your trade if you want to be living that type of lifestyle. So can everyone see here how this market has provided a wave movement here that I would like to title my A, okay? Watch and learn. This would be my A right here. And then this wave movement down here would be my B. And all I have to do is spread my Fibonacci tool here from the A to the B. Now watch how this works, folks. I'll spread my Fibonacci tool from the A to the B. And this market gave me a C pullback right here. And the target for the D is right there. Does everybody see how the market moved in a Fibonacci A, B, C, D? Everybody see that? Okay. Now, some of you might say, well, where would you get in this trade? Because all I'm hearing is you say U-turn. Where was my entry to this trade? There are several entries in this trade, and let me show them to you. In this trade here, you have what's called a counter trend line break. Okay? The market breaks the counter trend line, sell the market. Okay? Right there. Then the market gives you a candlestick formation, which is the sign language of the market. There is an evening star formation. Yeah, the market went against you after you entered, but you know what? The market doesn't go in your direction 100% of the time. But what you need to do is have an entry you're comfortable with, and if the market tests that entry by 50% of the time, which it will always do no matter what market you trade, there's no more buying interest, the market will fall. There's another sell entry right there from a candlestick formation. And then here also another counter trend line break right here with this candlestick formation called an engulfing bearish. So 3 major entry opportunities. Wait, there's more. I got a 4th entry here to this trade. There's another small evening star right there that could give another opportunity to enter. So for those people that say, well, I only have 1 entry or I missed the boat on this trade. No, you didn't. You're just not looking. You're just not educated properly. And we can help you with that, folks. As a matter of fact, with 4 different entries in this trade, did this market fall and U-turn at all those entries? Yes or no? And what color did the market U-turn at? Red, blue, or green? What color from the Fibonacci retracements? Red, right? So the extension is going to be the red Fibonacci extension. Did the market go all the way down to our target? And if we would have exited the market there, we would have been better off because now the market's pulling back. Yes or no? Robert says, how do you know it's turning? Robert, I've been doing this for about 7 years now, 8 years now, but we'll teach you how it U-turns because, like I said, there's counter trend line breaks. There's candlestick formations. There's also something I'll show you today. Some of you might not know very much about this, but you will become a subject matter expert on it. We'll help you with it. Another opportunity here would be past lows in the market here. You see this? A past level of support right there became a ceiling of resistance right there. So there's a lot of things that traders just don't know, and they're just not educated about, that we teach them, that will help you dominate these markets. This market fell and struck my target. Well, Jose, what happens when the D is hit? How do I prepare for the next setup? Very, very simple. The C becomes the A, okay? Just like this. The D right here becomes the B. And now, that's my A and my B boundary. Remember that larger time frame's target. My weekly chart's target is still right here, okay? So I'm going to spread my Fibonacci tool again from my A to my B, just like this. And now, is this market near the red level? Yes or no? Yes, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a counter trend line here, and I would wait for this market to break this trend line before entering. Now, conservative traders are going to say, when I get in here, I'm going to exit at that larger time frame's target here, right? I'm going to exit at that larger weekly chart's target, which is right here. But traders who are at the Fibonacci extension of this ABC, which will be down here at the red extension. Does that make sense, everybody? Type in a Y or a yes if this is making sense to you, even a little bit, because I don't expect you to learn all of this right now in only 60 minutes of presentation or 45 minutes time. But imagine what you can do when we teach you this day in and day out. And let me ask you a question. Would it be beneficial to you if you were to have a live training session with one of our master trainers, Joshua Martinez, in how this works, but in a live market environment where the markets are open and active and everything helping you along the way with questions and answers? Well, stick around. Maybe teaching you about that as well. But now, I'm just giving you insight on all these opportunities. But we all know that the larger the time frame, which this is a daily chart, the larger the time frame you're going to be trading, the larger the profits. My goodness, so much money. But the larger the risk as well. Risk versus reward on a larger time frame is dangerous for those of you who are not experts in this market. I'm just trying to go ahead and protect you right now. So we're going to take this information from this daily chart, and we're going to break it down to a smaller time frame so that I can show you where I entered my trade, because I can't afford to take trades on this larger chart. I just can't. Okay? Morgan, thank you very much. God bless you as well. Now that I have the information here from my weekly chart, which is my map, to my daily chart, which is giving me more opportunity here, I'm going to take this information and break it down now towards my 240 chart, which is a 4-hour chart. I've traded off of 4-hour time frames before. They're pretty good. But let me show you how this works. Okay? Here's the deal. I'm going to start off from the highest point of this market, because let's face it, this market is moving. Can we agree this market's going down right now? It's waving down? Yes? To prove that, you have to draw what's called trend lines, right? So you take your trend line and you place it across all the highs of the candles here, and you can physically see that the market is below your downtrend line. So the market is falling, okay? If this market breaks this trend line to the north, then we're talking about buying confidently, okay? But right now, if it rallies and U-turns at the trend line, that's an opportunity to sell, okay? Because when this market stops making higher highs and higher lows and starts making lower lows, lower highs, it's because it's changing direction and falling. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and show you my trade that I placed where I made $41,000 on the market. And what I did was this. I went ahead and I placed my Fibonacci ABCDs according to what we teach as an organization. Now here's how it works. This market moves in waves, right? So what you can see here is this market from the very top of this market movement. Let me zoom in so you can see it. From the very top, it's going to give you waves. And you can draw horizontal lines across it from the first high to the first low. Watch how these Fibonacci's work, okay? Just to analyze the market. You have your A, your B, okay? We can mark off the A and the B here. And I'm going to show you where I entered my trade to make the profits that I did. Let me just take the arrows off. Okay, A right here, B, C to D. Can everybody see how this market moved in an A, B, C, D wave movement? As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and mark it off with an orange line here. This market gave me an A, B, C to D. Everybody see that A, B, C, D wave movement there? Type in a Y or a yes if you see it. Okay, so this market U-turned at the green, and it came down and exited at the green area. So the C becomes the A, the D becomes the B. Now just sit back and relax. Don't worry about stressing out right now over this. You're going to learn this. And we spread our Fibonacci's again from the new trade setup, A to B. Okay? Then this market waves back up here like this. And what does it do? It falls aggressively to the D extension. It waved. So now what do we do? Well, now we draw our new A right here and our new B right here. Now when we do this, what happens? We have our new A and our new B. But does everybody see here how the market came up and it took out our A right there? Everybody see that? Everybody see how it took out the A right there? So now what we must do is we must start off from this highest point and reset our AB boundaries. Now this will be our new A right here, and this will be our new B right here. And we'll just continue to spread the Fibonacci's, just like this, A to B. This market yanked back here to the blue, came down and exited at the blue level. Does everybody see how this market works when it's U-turning in A, B, C, D wave movements? Everybody see that? Okay. A, B, C, D. This market came down to the blue and U-turned at the blue. C becomes the A, D becomes the B. Now we'll spread our Fibonacci tool once again. A to B. This market pulled back here. And This is a candlestick formation right here called an evening star. That's a selling candlestick formation. Is everybody here familiar with an evening star? Type in a Y or a yes if you've ever heard of evening stars. Sign language of the market, right? This market U-turn at the 5-0 level gave me an evening star, told me to sell. Did this market go straight down to my Fibonacci extension there? Yes or no after the evening star? Pretty cool, huh? Does this seem to be the kind of solution that you're looking for when you trade these markets? Because now what happens is the C becomes the A. The D, this market kept on going, so we're waiting for a U-turn low. There's the low of 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Okay? The C becomes the A. The D becomes the B. And I'm just following the wave movement, so you can track it with this orange line. We'll spread our Fibonacci tool once again from the A to the B. And now all we're waiting for is this market to U-turn at any one of these Fibonacci levels with a candlestick formation, with a counter trend line break, right? Now, a great question says, are you getting in and out, or are you just holding? We'll teach you how you can cancel and replace your stop loss, and you can hold the position as long as you want, as long as the market continues to go. But if you want to get out at the extensions, that's what we teach as well. You can get out at the D extensions and then reset your AB and look to get in again on the pullback trade, right? So this market here is moving sideways, moving sideways. It starts to U-turn here, starts to give us the opportunity. Now, first of all, does everybody see here how this market pulled back to a 5-0 level here? Yes or no? Everybody see that? To the red Fibonacci level? And can anybody see the candlestick formation that appeared here? Isn't that the same thing that happened up here? Isn't this just another evening star, sign language of the market, telling you the market's going to fall? What did it do? It fell, right? Now, if we U-turned at this red 5-0 level, where would we exit our trade if we sold there? Would we exit our trade at the blue, green, or red? At the red, right? Now, Vahan says, this is wonderful in hindsight. I wonder how this would function going forward. Vahan, come on. You think I'm really going to go back a couple of weeks and not show you the live market? This works in the live market moving forward. That's the empowerment that I'm showing you today. I'm not going back 10 years ago and showing you nothing but profitable trades. I'm showing you exactly how I trade and how I made this money. Watch. Now, this market is going to look to U-turn and fall, right? So, as this market is going in this trade that you're already in, it's moving sideways here, right? And you're looking for the opportunity to get in. I want to share with you all the opportunity at hand to take place. And then I want to share with you how to take advantage of the markets. Right here was May 6th at 10 a.m. Why is May 6th at 10 a.m. right here, why is May 6th at 10 a.m. such a big deal? And why am I telling you about that? Because if you take a look at my screenshot here, I entered my Euro-Canadian trade at a price of 151.87 on May 6th at 10:10 a.m. 151.87 was the price that I got in at. Let me draw a line there, 151.87. Now you tell me, ladies and gentlemen, just by looking at this, am I getting in at the moment that this market looks to be falling from the C to the D extension? Yes or no? Am I getting in on the pullback looking to head from C to D? Yes or no? Yes, right? That's all I'm doing is I'm looking to get in based off of the market's retracements to the extension. Now, how many entries could you have had on this trade? Well, you have an evening star right there, okay? And then you also have another evening star right there to get in. You have another evening star right there, another evening star right there, a large evening star right there, another evening star right there, another evening star right there. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different entry opportunities for this trade. I got in the market right there, and I traded with multiple lots because I'm confident about my analysis. I've been trading for 7 years now. Some of you will start smaller. Some of you may start larger than me. But the reality is we all are going to look at the market the same way professionally. And when I sold the market, this is what it did. This market went in a wave movement from the C to the D. Did this market go from my entry all the way down to my target aggressively? Yes or no? Did this market fall from the A, B, C, D? Yes or no? Now let me ask you something, folks. Am I getting closer to having a new client here today with what you're seeing? Would this be of benefit to you and your situation to be able to learn how to trade like this consistently and accurately over and over and over again? Month after month after month, week after week after week. Now you might say, okay, your trade finished, Jose. What did you do? Watch this. I went ahead and I exited my trade there. It closed me out. My target was there. It closed me out. So this trade right here that you see on your screen, right there, of $41,000 was closed out for profit. Could I have let it run? Yes. But my target was there, and it took me out automatically. For those of you that trade, you know what stops and limits do. They take you out automatically, right? I had no choice in the matter. I wasn't fast enough to say, oh, I don't want to get stopped out there or exit my trade there. So the market took my trade out. What could I do now? I now have to go ahead and look for another opportunity to get in. So here's what I did. My C becomes my A. My D becomes my B. And I spread my Fibonacci tool, the powerful Fibonacci tool, once again from the A to the B, just like this. And all I'm looking for this market to pull back and give me the opportunity to enter this market over and over and over again. And here's what I did. When this market gave me a U-turn right here, okay, that's an opportunity to sell. Then the market pulled back and gave me an evening star right here. And live in front of students before this market closed, I went ahead and placed a trade here yesterday to sell the market. Okay? Now, again, I re-entered the market, and I'm now up 267 pips or $7,000 on this Euro-Canadian currency when I re-entered the market. But I also re-entered based off this evening star because if this market fulfills its target for the weekly chart and fulfills its target for the D extension, I'm looking now to make more money on the trade by simple entries of the counter trend line breaks, of the candlestick formations, and so on, until this market, again, ladies and gentlemen, until this market breaks this downtrend line, I am selling this market because all it's doing is it's waving up, and I'm selling the waves back down. It's waving up, I'm selling the waves back down. Now, Vahan says, I wonder how this Fibonacci works in the live market. This right here is the live market. There's a live exchange rate. When this market opens on Sunday, this is the same A, B, C swing opportunity that I'm going to be looking at. Does this make sense, folks? Are you with me so far? Fantastic. How many of you would like to learn this type of skill so that you'll know how to anticipate entering the market, exit in the market, where to protect yourself and why? Because if that's you, type in a Y or a yes confidently. Because I think people are real tired of traditional ways of investing, and people are real tired of feeling vulnerable in the market. What people are really wanting these days, especially with the change in the economy, is that they're looking for a way to become self-empowered. They're looking for a way to make their own decisions, and so they're also looking for a way to supplement their current income, right? Now, if that's you and you're interested, let me show you how this takes place. And let me share with you exactly what students are doing. Thomas S. from Ontario, Canada, who's a pastor, said he made $4,500 in his first week of learning how to trade this way. Anthony from Trinidad and Tobago said, I would say about a month after I started to see a return on my investment. An average month of trading for me, I'm making 3,000 pips. Folks, imagine that. Imagine being able to add an additional $4,500 a week. Would an additional $4,500 a week to you be life-changing? Yes or no? And what exactly would you do with it? You see, these are the results from our head analyst, Josh Martinez, FX Pathfinder. These are what clients are writing. Clients are writing, hey, you know, Josh, I'm up $1,600. The thought process was great here. Thanks for a great morning, Josh. I learned a lot, and I'm up 55 pips at the moment. Great trading session. Learned a lot. I'm up 40 pips. Josh, I enjoyed the session. You make trading simple for me. Had a great time, very educational. You got to remember one thing. This is something we teach all of our students, and I want everyone in this room to write this down. Knowledge equals freedom. Because in this market, knowledge equals income. Lack of knowledge equals lack of income. And I hope that everyone here has seen in this presentation so far, in the very small amount of time we have together, that having knowledge leads to confidence, and that being a confident trader will lead you to your financial success. Now I'm going to empower you to make this into a reality. And yes, we do, Abby. We do trade London sessions. Absolutely. Now today, in the live market forex session, you'll be receiving this. A training session with Joshua Martinez that's worth $997. You'll understand ways to avoid costly mistakes, which is valued at $297. A breakdown of past market data, which is valued at $197. Return on investment boosting strategies, priceless. Live question and answer sessions worth $497. A profit plan consultation call worth $595. And bonus today, 10 keys to successful forex trading ebook. This is a total value today of $2,603 that you'll be receiving. But if all this package did for you folks was teach you and show you how to generate several $1,000s per month, month after month after month, for the rest of your life, would it be worth the investment in yourself? Yes or no? And really stop and think about it before you type in your question here. You see, if all this package did for you was help ensure you have the money to retire with, especially those close to retirement age that don't want to go back to work in their golden years for 40 to 60 hours a week, would it be worth the investment in yourself? Yes or no? And if all this package did for you was help you earn enough money to travel around the world and spend time with your family and loved ones who might have moved away for military obligations or who might have moved away for college or workforce, would it be worth the investment? Let me answer that for you. I agree, absolutely. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm so passionate about this that I want to give you my personal 100% satisfaction guarantee. Your satisfaction is guaranteed, so if we end up experiencing a slow market day in our live session together, and or I'm unable to trade for whatever reason, then we will rebook you for a future session free of charge. As a matter of fact, you don't want to miss out on this opportunity, because your risk-free investment today to have a live training session with Joshua Martinez is only $995. But you know what? We're going to do one better for you. Because you've joined us here today only, our Investor Inspiration Special, if you want to trade with the elite, with the best of the best, then it is only going to cost $197. You have my permission today to go ahead and type in your telephone numbers, and do not miss out on this opportunity for us to contact you and get you registered for this live training session with Joshua Martinez. Again, Josh made $10,000 in 30 minutes. Folks, if you want to find out how this guy made $10,000 in 30 minutes, then you owe it to yourself to do something for yourself today your future self will thank you for. You see, he is able to help you take advantage of the markets before the markets take advantage of you. And folks, this is the web page that we're providing you right now that my good buddy James Bishop will be sending out everybody right now. So as a matter of fact, the link is what you need to do. I'm sorry I said type in your telephone numbers. I'm used to that with our clients and our client-only presentations. This is for you to sign on to a link here if you want to register yourself to go ahead and take on that training session with Joshua Martinez. Now again, James, if you can send them the link, that'd be fantastic, and we'll go ahead and make sure everyone here gets registered for that event. And you got to ask yourself this question. Are you worth the investment in yourself? Are you worth the $997 investment that can change your life? Of course you are, but we're making it this much better for you. We're making it only $197 to get this to get this information into your hands today and have you trade live in a training session with Joshua Martinez, who's a professional trader and can show you everything I showed you here today and more. Hands down, 100%, we believe you're worth the investment. So you got to take action now. Take a click at that link and go ahead and register, and don't miss out on this opportunity. Because, folks, again, what this training session goes for is $995, but because we are hosting this event here today, we're going to give you our wonderful Investor Inspiration Special and get this out to you for only $197. Do you know how many pips that is in the market? That's only 19 pips. If you can capture 19 pips in the market, you made back your investment of training with Joshua Martinez. And just so you know, our students are making anywhere between 500 to 1,000 pips every single month. 19 pips is a walk in the park with what we'll teach you. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Click on the link James is providing you, and we will reach out to you right away. So I want to thank you for joining me here today, folks. I'm excited to have been a small part of your learning experience, and I'm even more excited for those of you who will be working with Josh in the live training session. Folks, click on the link that James is providing. Sign up for it. It's only $197. It can change your life. I'll tell you this right now. The #1 risk factor in life is ignorance. Don't go trading another day being ignorant if you don't know what the dangers are of this market. Let us help you usurp that and take advantage of high winning percentage trades. These markets, they're not mysterious. They're not mystical. These are markets that can be figured out, and incomes you will be making from them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to be leaving this webinar presentation open for about 5 more minutes or so. I am going ahead and calling it a day. I want to thank you all for your time. I wish the markets were open so we can make money together. But folks, I'll tell you what. I wish you all health, happiness, and success. Congratulations to all of you who are going to be trading successfully. This is Jose Tormos. This is FX MVP.